morning, Nigerians. You are welcome to the Pulse of Nigerian Politics right here on Morning Pulse. My name is Sharon Enemchuku, and I'm joined in the studio by two amazing guests in person of my political analyst and my co-host, Ifoma Oji and Mr. Daniel Sacramento. Good morning, sir. Good morning. How are you doing?
Good morning.
How are you all doing this morning?
Beautiful.
Thank you. You look very chic this morning. It's giving or take.
Thank you.
Are you, Mr. Daniel? You're looking really sharp.
Always.
And agile. Also, we are joined via Zoom by our analyst in person of Mr. Oladimiji Oluwafemi. Good morning, sir. How are we doing today?
Good morning, Sharon. Happy weekend to you.
Yes, thank God it's Friday. We can't wait to close work and go party.
Yes, now Saturday.
You know how it is. But let's go straight to the two stories we have for today. So we're tackling two big questions shaking up the headline. Why is Osun leading voter registration already? And what's the real cost of Tinubu's foreign trips? Now let's start with INEC. In just 1 week, Osun State reportedly registered over 393,000 voters online, more than it added in the entire 2019 to 2023 cycle. The Southwest as a whole made up 67% of new registrations. Opposition parties are calling it statistically impossible, demanding audit and transparency. But INEC insists the numbers track with past trends, citing turnout in Osun back in 2021. So is this a case of voter enthusiasm or something else? Now to President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, Chrissy says he's spending too much time abroad, over 30 foreign trips in 2 years, with billions budgeted for travel. The IMF has warned Nigeria about reckless spending, and with Tinubu and Shetima often away at the same time, many say there's a vacuum at the top. Now, the presidency is claiming that the trips are about restoring Nigeria's global image and attracting investments. But opposition leaders and Nigerians are asking, where are the results? So I'm going to start with you first, Mr. Oladimiji. Let's start with the INEC story and the data they have come out to release publicly, saying that Osun State, just in 1 week of opening the registration portal, they have been able to record almost 400,000 pre-registered votes, pre-registered PVCs, and people are saying, especially ADC and LP, that this does not add up. But what do you make of that, sir? Is there a sudden enthusiasm in Osun State?
Before I speak to, the sudden, incredible citizen awareness in Osun State, let me lay the background.
Yes.
That I have been directly involved with this voter registration awareness from even 2 weeks before it started. We've been creating awareness to Nigerians to get ready for the collections, have completely no trust in the process anymore. So getting them engaged is a talk to start with.
Okay.
Lagos has had that problem with grassroots, getting grassroots to that. I yet to be more informed of this exercise. And I have friends in Osun State coming to the Osun issue who, in fact, during this process of awareness, the week it started, I think the first 2 days it started, they were complaining that Osun indigenes were not participating in the process at all.
At all?
It was like not informed. So when this 7-day data information came out, I was just laughing and rolling around over the place when I got it. In fact, I had to disseminate this information to my colleagues, and everybody were laughing because it's obvious that it is a complete charade, a make-up data, and it's an insult to the sensibility of Nigerians that in 2025 you will do something like this and you think it is smart.
No, this is insane. The fact that the data doesn't tarry, because if you look at it in 4 years, one would ask, is it that there's a sudden enthusiasm that has entered into, especially the southwestern states, because this is where the opposition parties are seeing discrepancies. But
it doesn't correlate at all.
yes, it doesn't. But now to you, Mr. Daniel, and to Ifeoma as well, do you see this as a manipulation? Do you think there's a manipulation sort of going on already within 1 week of registration?
Okay, should I go first? Okay, we already know that Nigerians have lost trust in INEC and its way of, carrying out their responsibilities or duties. Well, at the same time, according to them, they in their defense, they said that Osun State have been leading when it comes to voters registration.
In the past?
Yes, that is what it says. So that this is not even supposed to be an issue that, should, suffice or anything like that. But at the same time, I don't know if the figures are real, but if the figures are real, it's just simple. They don't need all this backfire, they don't need all this back and forth. They should open the books. There should be forensic audits. Open the books, let people know how many persons registered, and not just that, they have actually urged people to, come out and do physical registration, not just online registration, so that if these people claiming that they kind of fabricated it, they will clear the air based on the data that,
they've provided. Now, Mr. Daniel, two questions for you. Do you think this is some sort of manipulation going on? And if it is, what does this say about the forthcoming 2027 elections?
Okay. Well, INEC has always been the problem of the country when it comes to having credible leaders. INEC, they keep telling us an independent body, but INEC is not an independent body yet, because when the president is the one that picks who becomes the chairman of INEC, I wonder how independent it is. It's no longer an independent body, but it's a body under the presidency. And there is no way, he who plays the pipe detects the tune. So it's always like that. Now, to Osun State, I want to tell the governor of Osun State that he has to open up his eyes, because let him know that this is a ploy to remove him from seat. And that's the exact truth about it. Because Osun has never been known for the kind of massive turnout of voters. Is it that all of a sudden they just woke up?
Within how long?
Within how long? First of all, you're going to ask yourself how many people
are in Osun
State. One.
That's a good question.
Then look at the statistics that has been on board. We wouldn't say that people didn't register. People might have registered. But we all know that the figure that is being brought on board is a hoax. It's just a ploy where maybe some the people have ganged up to make sure that Adeleke doesn't come back to sit. So he has to wake up and look at the manipulations. They have to ask questions. INEC have to call an independent, and they have to call a symposium where everybody will come, and people will look, like you rightfully say, forensic audit. People will look into it. Let's know how many people. Bring the book. Let's see the people that have registered.
Exactly.
I want to bring to your notice that at the time in Imo State, when there was an election that was about to go, that was during presidential election or thereabout. No, governorship election, where Ugo Chinyere, who is a House member representing the good people of Akokwa, brought up an allegation, which he, not just being an allegation, he brought it up. They brought the whole book. They saw a lot of people that were registered that are not from Imo State. We started seeing names of people from both Guantanamela, people from Jamaica, so many names, Yoruba names, so many names.
They actually mentioned Labour Party and AP and PDP mentioned the fact that they were funny names.
Yes, so like, definitely that this applause, this applause to make sure that they oust the sitting governor. So if Adeleke sleeps, his luggage is at owner's risk. He has to wake up.
Yes.
He has to stand his ground. Like we keep saying, INEC is now an object, is now an organization where coordinated crime happens.
No, this is unacceptable.
Because it is quite unfortunate. A state, just one state, we are seeing this level of discrepancy. Then just to let you know that 2027, because when we get, everybody is now pointing to 2027. Let's finish the one that we have first. We know.
Yes.
It's boils down to what we are saying. There are rot in the system. The executive rascality is always at play.
Yes.
And that's what we are seeing.
And
because if INEC is an independent body like they call themselves, we won't be seeing other things. If these people have the good of the people at heart to give us good governance, to give us quality leadership, we won't be here.
Especially those in power, especially those in power.
Because at this point, I'll say they feel like they are independent. But if they feel like they are an independent body, it is time for them to prove themselves to Nigeria. Just like I said earlier, open up the books. Let them be independent body that would...
So now, you mentioned something about a forensic audit. The INEC releasing that and making it public. Now, concerning that, what role do you think that the National Assembly or civil society should play in auditing this process?
Civil society is, they keep talking. The problem is implementation. Exactly. As Oladimeji will always say, he says, we have a lot of policies. The problem in Nigeria is implementation. Exactly. So if civil society shout from now till next year, who has our voice? During the election, civil society are all over the places. They're all over the place. At the end, do their reports count?
Exactly.
No. So what's the sense of, we keep shouting, we keep saying this? See, we have to come to a round table to do things right. Otherwise, this attitude of the winner takes it all, and the attitude of, even when I'm not good, I'm not fit for this office, will continue.
Once I have the bag.
Yet.
All right, so you are saying that we should have a roundtable discussion. But over to you, Mr. Oladimeji, concerning the forensic audit, how do you think that the National Assembly and the same civil society can approach this?
The civil society organization, yes, so I remember back in the days they used to be very formidable. And government, is very cautious. Whatever they do, because they know that there is one civil organization or the other that will take up matters on behalf of the citizenry. But today, these civil organizations are either naturally dead or they have been, compromised by the brown envelopes. Now, talking about the forensic
audits,
investigation of this current data that was released by INEC. Don't forget that the ADC, the platform for the coalition, released information yesterday. The spokesperson, Fidelity Abdullahi, spoke at length over this data. And the ADC's position on it is that they are going to investigate and they want more information and they want the data opened to the public so that they will be aware how exactly they come up about these
numbers
in Osun State. Look, if you look at it, it is deliberately premeditated. Osun was not the only one that was inflated. If you check all of the Southwest against the trial records of voter registration, you will know that all of the Southwest records were inflated. Why is the question? The question is the projection and permutation towards 27 is already in top gear. The impression that is to be created by INEC on behalf of the executive, the politicians in power, is to show that more voters are coming from the Southwest. Remember, that there is acrimony currently, disagreement in the ruling party between the northern associates in that party and the current leadership of the party that I currently describe as the Lagos gang. All right? So this is one of the reasons why these permutations are going on. And forensic analysis or not, opposition should make, going forward, should make this kind of attempt very difficult and impossible. For the umpire, Independent National Electoral Commission, if the independent is actually, independent. They should make sure that there is a close, what they call it, close marking. But if the opposition will not get its act together, when I talk about opposition, I'm not saying that the APC should be speaking from one end and the AAC from another end. The opposition should speak with one, with unity.
Yes.
And demand this forensic analysis from the INEC. I think if they do this, it carries more weight, and INEC would board. Exactly.
Instead of coming independently, but everybody that is an opposition party should come together. Talking about us coming together, there was a funny, news that we saw that we're going to talk about, is the fact that Tinubu, our president Bola Ahmed Tinubu, said that all his foreign trips, visiting over 30 countries in 2 years, it's to restore the dignity of Nigeria, to restore the dignity of Nigeria in a global scale. So there are a lot of reactions as expected, and he made this statement on his official X handle at @officialbat. But let's take a look at some of these comments before we proceed. ADC Vanguard says, welcome back, sir. While you gathered handshakes abroad, Nigerians gathered bills at home. Fuel and food soaring, passport fees hiked, trains derailing, power failing, naira gasping. Which investments, in quote, are real? Amount, timelines, jobs, locations, publish now or spare us the PR. Ty says, later go Los Angeles. Well, P2B is coming 2027, no doubt. Right. This one is very enthusiastic. Emmanuel says, the restoration of our pride and dignity should begin with our judiciary, whose foundation has sadly collapsed. A strong and trustworthy judiciary will not only restore confidence in our nation, but also assure investors that their resources are safe, thereby attracting sustainable investment and fostering economic growth without fear or hesitation. Let's skip this one. This one is quite long. Please, let's take another. OG of Sokoto said, Nigeria is progressing under your watch. May you succeed till 2031. Oh, interesting. So these are just JPEGs of his time in Japan. But these are the comments Nigerians are making and the questions that they are asking. Let me start with you, Mr. Daniel Sacramento. You saw the story. You saw the statement that he made. Do you agree with our president?
Hey. It's very funny. That guy should be a comedian. So he's trying to restore the dignity. The dignity of Nigeria outside.
Yes.
I thought the English adage said charity begins at home.
Exactly.
Okay. So why going outside to go? What are we going to benefit from them? If we benefit and your house is not in order, so what use is it? It's quite funny. Look at IMF.
Yes.
Crying out, telling president that you are just squandering Nigerians' money. It's funny. Since you came into power, I wonder how many times you stayed in Nigeria. I wonder how many times you have been on seat. And look at how what if IMF that we borrow money from.
Yes.
Are the ones telling you, Baba, you are going to wreck this country. So you should. It's self-explanatory. IMF is the one begging our president to reduce his movement. He is traveling. Shetima is traveling.
Yes.
So absolutely, we have no president when two of them travels.
We are left in the dark.
You see, this country, every day you think that the new leadership would always have
something better.
They keep deteriorating, taking us back, disappointing us. I don't understand. Going to Brazil, going to Japan. The first day we went to Japan, our whatever was empty. It shows you that, you see, I wonder if our presidents, most of the times, they listen to their feedbacks.
The comments are there.
You know, it's not the people that comes out to sing praises to you.
The people
Those people that you have
benefits
meetings with are not the right set of people. You have to come down and go to the streets.
Yes.
Hear from the people in the street. Feel their pulse. Understand what they are passing through. Not traveling, junketing from one country to the other.
Over 30 countries in 2 years. It's quite alarming.
It's quite funny when we see all these things. It means we have nothing to offer. They are not offering us nothing. Rather, we are incurring debts day by day.
I wanted to say something. He said in 2023 that Nigerians entrusted him with the responsibility of restoring dignity and pride in our nation, and that every handshake, every meeting, every traveling he's doing is kind of trying to promote the country.
Minister of Culture and Tourism.
Okay, let me just say something as regards that. I love the fact, that he's trying to, increase Nigerians' visibility. It's quite applaudable. But at the same, calm down. I said the visibility now, the traveling now. Calm down. But what I now want to ask here is that the handshake. I thought Nigerians are supposed to applaud you before you move over, you travel outside for a handshake, a meeting. I thought you're supposed to have a meeting. I thought you're supposed to have a meeting with Nigerians before you travel outside. Then the trips, the various trips you have been going on, what are the results of those trips? Because to the best of my knowledge, there's nothing that has amounted to these various trips. Mr. President, that is not the dignity and pride that we want you to restore. The insecurity in different parts of the state is not the dignity and pride that we want you to restore. The inflation in Nigeria is not the dignity and pride that we want you to restore. The whole, the chaos, the anarchy, the doom, everything going up and down in Nigeria is not what we entrusted in your hands. We want our pride. We want those things. That pride, let it speak from within. Let it speak from our land. He's even inviting our Nigerians in diaspora to come and invest in Nigeria. To come back home. What are they investing for when there is no security for them to secure? There's no security for them to, those things that they are investing on. To implement to be implemented. I don't understand.
That's a very valid question.
I don't understand.
You are asking us. Anyways, let me take the feedback of Mr. Oladimiji on this matter, sir. What are your thoughts?
Tinubu loves to, dwell on optics. We know ourselves from Lagos. He loves optics. And he has gone forward to hard semantics, usage of semantics carelessly to it. Because the statement that is credited to him is one that, without taking a step away from listening to him or on before him, you can discredit. Let's start from security. Let's look into foreign direct investment. Right before his very eyes, since he took over, Unilever left, GSK left. These are multi-billion-dollar investments that have been in this country for over 3 decades. But because of security and economic instability, they left. And so many other Procter and Gamble,
P&G left.
Yeah.
Unilever, that was the household product, goods producer. They are gone. Now let's go to security. Every day we wake up to killings in numbers that are in double digits. But you would go out and tell the world that you have, that you have
restoring dignity.
And there is no
corruption. Of the nation,
yes.
Economics improving, and that security is in top gear. And above all, that corruption is being slapped to the ground. I think it is just comical. In the face of those intelligent people in the international community who already before their hands on their arm have been punished with your national data, and you are pushing it's just it's comic, honestly, because when you went to Japan for a bike card at Tokyo, those you went with, I don't know who was speaking about the handshake that is, and the visibility is giving us outside. There's no visibility here. Those you left with are the same people that you went to shake hands with, and the same people you put together to attend to as a community in Japan.
Imagine.
So where is the handshake? Where is the handshake coming from? This is still domestic handshake. There is no international handshake here.
Oh wow.
You are shaking your head. You are sticking to your head that you left Abuja with. I think we've gone, every day we wake up, we draw the lines, of true governance. And we continue to erode the confidence of Nigerians in the government. This is why we are having this connect in governance in this country, and people will not participate. Because you will look at them to their faces, 230 million Nigerians, intelligent ones, and you will lie to their faces, you will
all right. Yes.
And you will even tell of what is not going on in your country.
Exactly.
And I think that the president should stop it already.
Exactly. Thank you so much, Mr. Oladimeji. I think you've even said it all at this point.
But I want to add something. Yeah, you see, look at the companies that Mr. Oladimeji outlined that has left Nigeria. Now, if our president is somebody who they advise properly, I was thinking you would have called this company.
Exactly.
Sit down with them. Find out what and what is their problem.
Yes.
Do you know that? Do you see how much our airfare is to travel on air? You see how much it is. You see, there are a lot of things, and you fly in abroad to go and look for companies outside that will come back.
When the ones
are leaving us.
Couldn't keep them.
So who is fooling who? Is the question.
That's the question of the century.
Who is fooling who? So I was thinking, both the Minister of Trade and Commerce and what may have you would have called the other company. Come, let's start a chatway. What is the problem? How do we solve this problem? Unilever is as old as this country. Yes, P&G has been here. So many of them. That was how Dunlop left. So many companies have left these shores of Nigeria, and they are moving to smaller countries in Africa, where they're going to find their solace there.
And they're leaving the giants of Africa.
So you keep coming to tell us you are going to tell people in diaspora to come back where? Where would they side? Where would they clear the land to start with? Where headsmen and terrorists and bandits are all in the forest. So you see, this boils down to tell you, I am sorry to say, this present administration have not given us a pathway to tell Nigerians this is where we are going to. Because when
they couldn't even provide their quarterly
now, when they were doing manifesto, when they were campaigning, we didn't see anything apart from Emiloko. That was the mantra. It's just my turn. Now your turn to do what? Your turn. What and what are you?
To continue from where Buhari.
And it shows you the political party that has no vision. And that is why the sufferings of Nigerians, they don't understand what we are passing through. All they want is that it is their turn to do 8 years. That is why they keep singing in 2025 without any visible contribution or tangible development affecting our life. All they are talking about is 2027. When people are dying on daily basis,
still in
they are still talking about.
Thank you. I want to say something, and this my message is directed to the President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. See, at this point, we don't want cho anymore. yes, so congratulations on your traveling. Oh. Congratulations on trying to increase our visibility. We applaud you. May God bless you. But at this time, you see those MOUs you signed. Yeah, Petrobras that has been in hiatus for quite a number of years now. We need results. Let them return. We need every single thing: the trade, the commerce, the investment, every single thing. We need to see it play out. We need to see the scorecard. We need to table everything for us. We want to see it now. We don't want more visits. We don't want more traveling again.
Leave the Baba will come on next week.
It's insane, the situation the country is facing and the level we have gotten to as a nation. It's really heartbreaking, especially for the people that fought for the independence of this country. If they were alive now, I don't know what we would say to them. I don't know how they would see that we have appreciated the battle and the war that they have won. But regardless, we still have to keep hope alive and believe that a better Nigeria is possible come 2027. But thank you to my analyst in person of Mr. Oladimiji Oluwafemi for joining us all the way from Lagos, and to you, Mr. Daniel Sacramento, for always being in the studio with us, and to my beautiful co-host Ifeoma Oji for doing this with me as usual. Thank you so much. And to our VIP guests, I hope you can feel the energy in the studio. We are just hopeful. It's annoying, but we are hopeful, and we are believing that come 2027, we are trusting you all to do the right thing. Please, if you've not followed us across all social media platforms, now is the time to do so. Share with us your thoughts in our comment section. Subscribe to our YouTube channel. You can find me on my personal page on Instagram and Facebook at Sharon Enemchukwu. And Ifeoma,
you can find me on Facebook at Oji Sophia and on Instagram at Miselex.
And to you, Mr. Oladimiji.
On X, I was Oladimiji.
All right, and Mr. Daniel will always be in the studio. Till we see you this evening, do have a good morning.